Why do you like playing house with me? No other prince does, they say it's only for girls. A little pout formed on my lips. I loved playing house with my sisters and friends, but no one ever wanted to play the role of a husband because they were girls. I play with you so that I can prepare myself for the future. The prince in front of me smiled, making me smile as well. He had such nice teeth. You want to play house with me in the future too? I smiled in excitement. This was so good. I had someone with me forever. Mama said that everyone needed those. No, silly. He flicked my forehead. I want to build a house for you and live with you in it. Oh. I gasped, rubbing the area he flicked. A real house. Yes, and we would be mommy and daddy for real. And it would be a big castle. Those are quite big plans. We both turned to the source of the voice. It was his mother, Queen Seraphina. Those are my plans, mother. He proudly stated, yet the queen didn't look happy. She was eyeing me instead. Does the princess want this? She asked me, in a way that was not the way a loving mother spoke. Yes. I like it. I lowered my eyes. She was a very powerful queen. She had led her kingdom and won the war. Mummy would tell me her tales. She was the queen in real terms. If there was someone I looked up to apart from my mother, then it was her. Well then, she took my hand and his, then held them together. I shall make it happen. She graced us with one of her rare smiles. The real one. I smiled as well, fascinated at her words. She knew she had the power, and she was not afraid to use it. That was who I aspired to be. That was who I was going to become. 9 years passed in a flash. But you? Anya questioned me again. My elder sister, the eldest of my mother's children, stood in my room like every other morning. I ran the castle and she took care of the courts, doing her best to establish her ground in the field of men. We have had this conversation numerous times, yet she asked the same question again every morning. It was astonishing to her that a prince from a wealthy kingdom had kept his promise. Usually, they would never come out of the harem except for the politics and duties. Tits and booze were the life they lived. Yes, me, I answered with a sigh. Now, let us go and wake Lily. Why can her lady-in-waiting not awake her? She grumbled again as I heard shuffling behind me. Because mother was there for us and a maid cannot be compared to one. So we must act together and give her some love. I smiled to myself. Sisters were second mothers, or so they say, and I wanted to be one before I had to turn my heart into stone. Becoming a queen was not easy, and I was a second-born. All right, but hurry. I have to go to court, or that dimwit might start it without me. Anya was right. Augustus was looking for reasons to show that as the firstborn daughter of the king, Anya was not the right choice to be selected for the queen of the kingdom. As if being a girl was not enough, he had to add his 2 cents in as well. You are not the only one. I have to make sure that the palace is working accordingly as well. I don't hate it, it comes with the duties of being a princess. Also, it prepared me for the future. It's the queen's responsibility, but she is too busy with the politics. She made a disgusted face. Dirty politics. Sleeping and getting work done. That was true. Queen Mira did that. It was said that she poisoned our mother, and for that, I had always made my distance from her. Since if it ever came out to be true, I won't hesitate to kill her, so having a relationship with that wench didn't matter. Hush, I said to her. We must not talk about it in front of Lily, I said as we reached the doors to her room. What? Why? She held my hand. Elara, Lily should know these things because she is a part of the royal family too. And she will. I was determined to make her a strong princess, but childhood is meant to be cherished. Not giving her a chance to refute, I opened the doors and woke up my youngest sister. Good morning, my sweet little sister. I wished to go over and pull her gently out of the bed and hug her close. I hate the mornings, she grumbled. Why does it come every day? Lily, hurry up. We must not be late for breakfast. Anya had parted the curtains, making the light come inside and wake my sister up even more. Her lady-in-waiting had prepared the bath and toiletries already. Lily went forward and took her hand, because she always stumbled while walking half sleepy. In court, they always talks about how the prince will save us when you marry him, Anya said, looking out of the window with a sullen expression. They think of him as our savior. He is not a savior but a way. He shall provide for us for a short period, not forever, Anya. I told her. His kingdom will always be his priority. If he allows us to prosper again, I will never have the chance to be queen. Her voice cracked in the end. I got up from the bed and made my way to her. I pulled at her shoulder harshly. What rubbish are you saying? Why won't you? Everyone who is not corrupt knows how capable you are. No one will choose a queen, it will always be a king. Because in the end, for the kingdom, I will be married to someone for an heir, and then he would be an outsider. She whispers to me with tears coming to her eyes, for those who are not corrupt today, can you say that they won't be tomorrow? We cannot count on anyone but ourselves. We promised Mother that we would protect the kingdom, and now, Melon Moor is no longer the jewel of the land. We struggle. I looked out of the window as well. The gardens are beautiful, but now I only see the money they cost for the beauty they show. We do, Anya repeated after me. Both of us were looking at the sun rising, wondering what would become of Melon Moor. Ah, my daughter. My pride. Father acknowledged me. He always did, and only to me, and it was because I was the golden hen saving his kingdom. The prince wanted to marry me. If he had not, I would be off somewhere else, married already. Father, good morning. I wished him, politely, ignoring my stepmother and her son. He had married her the day my mother passed away from a sudden illness. The one that came out of nowhere and took her life, but also appeared with concubine Myra's entrance into the court. Good morning. Come and eat. How can I when my people are hungry? I eyed the table, which was full of food, when the others did not even have enough for one. Yet I put some on my plate like the rest at the table. Recently, it was made sure that the leftover food was consumed by the staff, and if any was left, it was given to the homeless. Staff was more important, and it was a tough choice I had to make, but in hard times someone had to suffer. Your Highness, everyone in the room turned to that voice, but I did not. I knew who he was. He was one of those I would recognize from afar. He arrived every alternate day with the letter. He was the only one who had permission to enter the two countries whenever desired. Your letter from His Highness has arrived. Thank you, Sir Gerald. Politely thanking him, I took the scroll and kept it in my lap. No one commented and asked to know what it was about. When Augustus tried to earlier, he had woken up with his leg broken. Finish your breakfast quickly, child. The messenger awaits. Queen Mira commented. She always looked perfect on the outside, yet she did not remember any chore of the palace that she had to take care of. Let Her Highness take her time, Your Majesty. This mere servant shall wait. He, Sir Gerald, respectfully bowed, yet his eyes were cold to her. Master Lionel, I called the head chef who waited on the side. Could you arrange breakfast for the gentleman? He nodded and hurried off. The messenger went away with him to eat in the knight's dining hall. I finished my breakfast, and so did Lily. Excusing ourselves, I walked her to her classes and went to my room. I shall read the letter first and then take up my duties. I sat on the writing table's chair, equipped with ink and paper as I would use them to write my reply. I opened his letter and started reading.
My dearest princess, I hope my letter finds you in good health. I shall inform you of the important matters first. My coronation is decided for the spring, and we shall get married the last month of autumn, that is 3 months from now. My princess and soon to be my queen, I hope you are learning well from the writings my mother sends you. She eagerly awaits your arrival here as well. I think it is the thought of her grandchildren running around, but who knows. Second, I have read the supplies of help that we will be sending to your country the day after our marriage. We will be sending scholars as well. Write back to me, I shall imagine your sweet voice reading to me. I cannot wait for these 3 moons to pass and see you dressed as my bride. Mother sends her love, and you will always have mine. Love, Kale.
I hurriedly kept the letter down. Half of the letter made me blush while the other half made me worry. 3 months. That's all I had. I must inform my sister first. Her plans to become the queen were important to me more than Prince Kale. He could wait and give us time. Right? Regardless, I decided to put my kingdom's future queen first. I walked out of the room and into Anya's, which was next to mine. "Sister," I called, and she nodded but did not look up from the scroll she was reading. "Prince Kale is being crowned the king on the New Year's spring. We shall be married after 3 months. I am sure that the queen has sent a message to father as well." "I am sure," she muttered, holding back her reaction. I knew she was depressed now, but she won't show. All our plans are washed away. What we were going to do in a year couldn't possibly be done in months. "Tell father about it. I know he will be happy," she says with a smile on her face. "We should begin the preparations soon. It's my sister's wedding." She happily smiled my way. She chose me over her dreams. Her role as a sister than a royal princess, and for this, I shall always be indebted to her for making me her priority. "I shall tell him then." I nodded and walked to the king's chambers. Marilyn, my lady-in-waiting, was combing my hair as I looked in the mirror with a wandering mind. It just never settled. "What of your plans now, your highness?" she whispered. "I don't like when people talk loudly when there is no need for such." "I do not know," with a sigh I continued. "Anya could be taken a prisoner if anything happened after my marriage against the king. We were supposed to gain favors this year, but there is no time," she completed for me. "Yes, true," I agreed. I wanted her to be the queen. It is my mother's kingdom, yet father rules it like he was born to do so, and he made someone else, a stray, enter my mother's chambers. My voice, in the end, turned into harsh whispers. I never yelled. A princess or a lady with manners never does. Yet emotions overrode me. The maids were talking about something. She wearily glanced into my eyes as I looked at her from the mirror. I nodded, giving her my permission. "She was wearing her highness's ornaments after breakfast today," she whispers, stepping back. "She was." I got up and walked to the medicine cabinet. Marilyn was fearing that, like any other royal, I would take out my anger on her. She should know better by now. Do me a favor, would you? When she wakes up tomorrow, she should drink a herbal remedy for beautiful skin. If she wants, put it in her bathwater as well." I smiled. "This shall be fun." "Yes, your highness." Marilyn enjoyed this just like me. Mira had killed her mother as well because she was truly loyal to mine. "Go then," I smiled. As she closed the door, I walked to the writing table to write Kale's letter. I must give it to the messenger the next morning. "My respected prince, I hope everything prospers in your kingdom and lives. I have informed the king of our marriage, and just like him, I am delighted to hear about it as well. Please thank the queen for everything. I am worried that if we get married before your coronation, my presence might affect it negatively. I wonder if we can get married when you are the king. Please do not take offense, my prince. My mind thinks of it and can't be at peace. Sincerely, Elara." Folding the scroll, I kept it aside. Princes could never be trusted. They had more concubines than anyone could think of, and even though he had taken a liking to me, it didn't mean that he was not possibly having intimate relationships with other women. Who knows if he will get someone pregnant before I was crowned the queen. Sitting back in front of the mirror, I started combing my hair while humming. I was going to be the queen, and I would make sure of it.